Hey everybody, quick video. We got ourselves a Chefman air fryer. We're probably late to the party on this. It seems like everybody has an air fryer. But we grabbed one during the Amazon deal days and Amazon Prime days, sorry. And we've used it for a couple of things, just your typical stuff, little appetizers. We actually made nachos in it one day and they came out really good. But then last night we decided to use the rotisserie function and make a stuffed pork loin, which came out incredible. I don't have any video of that, but I'll put a picture up on here so you can see it. And today we're going to use it to make a tri-tip roast. So there's the tri-tip, and I will say it was a little bit big, but I was able to get it onto the spit there because obviously it has to be able to fit inside here in order to work correctly. So we don't know what the result will be. I've never done one of these on a rotisserie, but I love tri-tip. So we're going to give this a shot and we'll be back to update you on how it's going. Okay, so we've got this set up in here at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. My plan is to cook it at that temp for the 30 minutes and then air fry it until it reaches the temp so we can get a nice crispy exterior. And you can see there it is, spinning away. We'll check back in before we set it to air fry. Okay, so just a quick update. We are at the halfway mark of the first part of the cook here. So 15 minutes at 350. You can see we're starting to get some browning there. Some nice juices dripping down into the pan there. By the way, I strongly suggest that you just use foil on there, especially if you want to save any of those if you're gonna make a gravy or a nice little au jus. So far it's cooking nice. I'm gonna temp it at the end of the 30 minutes so that I can get an idea of how long I wanna crisp it up for with the air fry. Back. All right, we are coming up. We are under a minute left in the first stage of the cooking. Oh, and we have just reached the end. So now we are going to take a temp here and see where we're at. Wow, okay. It's looking pretty spectacular. So I'm just gonna use the Weber instant read thermometer here. Check it in a couple different spots. So around mid 80s there. About 100 here, so that's obviously a thinner part of it, and that's the beauty of tri-tip actually, because you can get different temps in the same roast, so depending on what people like, everybody can have something there. All right, so we're at about 107, 106 on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the air fry for 15 minutes. So let's stop that one. We will select air fry. We already have it on rotate, so we have the rotisserie working. 15 minutes and start. So that's gonna hit it with some high convection heat. We'll see how that finishes it up. So I'll start working on the sides and meet you guys back here in about 15 minutes. Okay, we are reaching the end of the next phase of cooking. And there we go. So we're on end. Let's open it up. I mean, that is getting a nice, I'd call that a nice sear. We're gonna take some temps and see where we're at. Well, that's close to the metal, so I gotta be careful because that's not gonna be accurate. Well, I hope it's not accurate, because if that's accurate, this sucker is way overcooked. Okay, so we just pulled it out and wow. I mean, it's temping like 170. Hoping that's wrong. Suppose that's possible. It's weird because when I took the temperature before, it was still around 110, and I only left it in for another 5 minutes, but maybe that 5 minutes was a bit too much. I mean, here, woo, sorry about that. It looks really good, and there's some red in the juices, so that tells me it probably can't be at that temp. We'll find out when we cut into it. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are. So I've cut the strings off, and we're going to carve it and see what we wound up with after that temperature debacle. I mean, it looks great. There's a ton of juice in the bottom here. We let it rest for a solid 10 minutes. Now with tri-tip, you always want to make sure that you are carving against the grain here. So we have to find that, and here we go. First cut. So again, with tri-tip, the ends will be a little bit more done. All right, I mean, the juice in it is ridiculous, but you can definitely see it's probably a little bit more done than we would have liked. I usually like to go for a medium rare, although it's getting there. So if you look on the inside here, you're definitely getting a little pinker and a lot of juice. Okay, so it was not at that temp that I thought it was. You can clearly see. All right. I mean, that looks really good. But of course, we have to taste it to find out. So let's see. Wow. A little taste for the camera person. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
It's delicious. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so all in all, I'd say it's a success. Thank you.